What's going on, people? Welcome to DIL, where you'll be learning more than just your basic DIY. Welcome back to our channel, and today we will be going through a two-piece set nest tables which I have on the table. We will have a look at the condition they're at right now. This is the before. You can see the table has lots of scratches, lots of scratches on the top of the surface here, when realistically it should be looking something like this. Okay, this is the top table, this is the big table, that's the biggest one, and this is the one that slides under it. This is the smaller one, and this one, honestly, it looks like someone was using it as a chopping board. So with this job, we will be going through routing the table. As you know, these edges are too sharp for our epoxy to roll over onto them, so we will be going outside to route these tables and also sand them outside. And once that's completed, we will come back in here to fill up all the edges. But before we go outside, what I wanted to say was, if you haven't subscribed, please go and hit the subscribe button. If you haven't followed us on our other social media platform, which is TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, please give us a follow. You will get loads of different updates and different jobs in between these platforms. But for now, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification button, so anytime we drop a video, you will get to see it straight away. We will shortly be heading outside to do our first step of the day, so let's go. Epoxy hates sharp 90-degree corners. They are stress points, and by routing and rounding over, the epoxy wraps around the edges as the stress is spread out, and the edges are far less likely to chip or crack if they're not. Sanding was next, because epoxy doesn't just stick like paint, it locks onto the surface, and by sanding you create tiny scratches that gives the epoxy something to grip. Back indoors now for our next step, which is filling the sides with all-purpose filler. We are working with chipboard right now. These tables are made out of chipboard, and if you don't know what chipboard is literally all the leftover pieces of wood compressed together, and this is what we have here. It is durable, it is very strong. That's the positive side of it, but also it has its negative side. If water spills on it, it will expand and it will get out of shape. So we need to seal it now, and the reason we're sealing it is because we don't want the epoxy to be sucked in by the wood and it will give us a horrible finish. So we're going to get started now, but before that, I just wanted to show you the side of this table and you will have an understanding of chipboard. You see there's loads of gaps on the side. This is where the epoxy will be probably getting disappearing to if we leave this open. So yeah, I've got my all-purpose filler here and I'm ready to fill it up. And this time I'm going to be using my hand. I made a mess of it. It's okay. I can scrape it off later on. After using filler, sanding again is essential because filler and wood behave very differently. Sanding makes the surface flat, bonded and ready for epoxy. Now we are ready for our base coat, but before that we must clean the table with isopropyl. Add your ink pigment to the part A and mix for 1 minute, and once you've added your part B, make sure you mix for 3 minutes, scraping the side and mixing nice and slowly. Once you completed mixing, leave it to rest for 5 minutes, as this would let all the air bubbles rise up to the top of the surface. And just like that, you are ready for your base coat. Welcome back, people, and I am looking forward to today. As you know, it's design day. It's my favorite day. Actually, my favorite bit of design day is removing the tape and watching the epoxy fall and covering the sides. So yeah, as you know, you always got to be ready at all times. What I've got going on here, I've got square coasters today because we got nest tables and they're squares. I thought I'll go for the square silicone coasters. I've got my silicone coaster stand ready. I've got my clock ready. I've got the numbers over there. And today, a good friend of mine helped me pick the colors for this project. They even gave the project a name. They called it Project Queen. And they said I should go for white and gold. White with gold veins and spray it with isopropyl so we can see some cell marks on some of the table. So yeah, I've mixed my part A with my colors. As you can see here, that's my white ready, and this is the gold. So now my next step is naturally to mix the part B into the part A and mix it for 3 minutes, then leave it for 5 minutes to debubble, and we are ready to design. So yeah, we always stay ready. I've got my isopropyl here if I need anything. I've got some tissues. Yeah, but I've got the whole roll over there. But I've got some tissues here. I've got my acetone if I need to wipe anything down. But yeah, I'll see you in a minute after I've mixed my part A and my part B together. So it's all mixed and ready now, guys. I've given it the 5 minutes for the bubbles to rise up to the surface. It's all ready to pour, but I keep repeating the same thing. Make sure you are ready. Make sure you are ready at all times. And what I mean by that is I've got my tools here that I'll be using if I need to. I might not need them, but they are ready. They've been wiped with isopropyl, or they've been wiped with acetone, sorry, and they are ready for use. Same goes for my stick. Everything is being wiped. We're ready to go, guys. We're ready to go. Let's go. So I will start with the tables, and I'm just gonna literally pour a bit of white. I see something there. What's that? Good thing I caught it. I think I've shortened myself, guys, with the white. So I'm gonna quickly mix some more white and I'll be back. I'm back, guys. I quickly mixed some more white. And while it's debubbling, I will make some more veins with my gold on this table. I wanted to throw a quick question in there for you guys. This is for everyone, for anyone that is watching. If you're over 30, this came to my mind this morning. I don't know why, but do you remember 5-day pass? And if you remember it, what I wanted to ask was, what network used to provide it, and when was the best time to top up that credit? When was the best time? Leave that in the comments if you remember. And guys, my friend helped me pick these colors. Maybe you guys can help me pick different colors next time. So if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments, please. Let's get back into it. The white is ready now. So I'll start with this bit here. This table's bigger. Add some more here. Add some more here. A little bit more here. This is nice. This is moving. It's looking nice on this one. A little bit more there. And then add some more to the clock. So yeah, guys, remember there's no pattern that you're following. Just whatever direction you feel like going, just go that way. And you create the design. And I didn't want to use my tools, but now you see my tools are ready to be used. So I'm just gonna move the white and fill out the spots that are empty. The tape is off now, and I had to do it off camera as I'm running out of memory. But the next step is to blowtorch this and cover the sides. Obviously, I couldn't film my favorite part, but I enjoyed it anyway. So let's blowtorch this, cover the sides, and we've got one more last step after this. I'm excited to show you this. And for our final step of the day, we're going to try something new, which is spraying isopropyl onto the design. So I'm gently gonna go I see it already. This is the effect of me spraying isopropyl. I'm sure you can see the cell marks right at the end on here, and it's most effectively on this table here. You can see a big pattern here, and we've done the same for the clocks and the coasters. Next, we are back outside, and this time to sand down the table frames as they will be spray painted. Most epoxy will yellow over time in sunlight. A good final coat is important as it blocks the UV rays, slows the yellowing, and keeps the epoxy clear. It's the final day of this project, guys, and I'm excited to show you the end product. But for now, as the clock and the coasters have sharp edges, we will be sanding them down for safe handling, and with double-sided tape, I'll be sticking the time indicators onto the clock and fitting in the clock itself. And finally, reconnecting the rubber feet back onto the table frame, then securing the table tops to the frame. And here it is, guys, finished, sealed, and ready to be used for years to come. From raw timber to a finished piece, this is why prepping always matters. Let me know how I did with this one in the comments, please. And if there's anything that I learned about this project, spray painting is not easy at all. This is it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this one, please subscribe with the notification on, like, share, comment, and until next time, we are out.